Steve. Appreciate that. I'm looking forward to this evening, and thanks for the introduction there, and thanks for putting me there out there to let them know it's my birthday. So thank you, everybody else, for wishing me a happy birthday. I didn't get a card from most of you, so I'll still take birthday cards. But thanks for saying that there for sure in the chat box too. Certainly appreciate it. Well, guys, I'm excited about what we're going to share tonight, and I'm looking forward to being able to share with you this amazing story of LifeVantage with you all. We're a publicly traded company on the NASDAQ, just to begin with things. But I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I got involved with LifeVantage. It actually started 9.5 years ago. And fortunate enough, through the world of LifeVantage and their amazing products and things like that, we jumped into the LifeVantage world actually in December of 2010. And frankly, we have never looked back. And so I'm going to talk about those amazing products here in just a minute. I'm going to tell you about my story, but I am currently in Atlanta, Georgia. I am a native of Colorado. That's actually where we were introduced to LifeVantage, was back in Colorado from somebody that we didn't really even know. And here we are 9.5 years later, actually very good friends with the people that we were introduced to this originally from. And it's just been an absolute pleasure to be able to partner up with LifeVantage. And we want to share some opportunity with you guys with some amazing products, as well as an amazing company that I'm going to show you what I saw. Let me tell you a little bit about my background. I've worn a lot of hats, but kind of going along to Stephen's point, I've been an entrepreneur. Ever since I was a little kid, I literally try to figure out anything I could flip to make $5. Maybe that's you too. Maybe it's not. And let me just say this. It doesn't have to be you, but that's who I was. All right. And it was so exciting to be able to see LifeVantage 9.5 years ago. We just celebrated the beginning of our 11th year in this industry of network marketing. We'll talk all about that story here in just a minute. But married, have 4 kids in Atlanta. When I first started this, my 2 oldest kids were around, but my 2 youngest kids weren't born yet. And so there are LifeVantage babies, if you will. They're now 5 and 3 years old. And my 2 youngest kids, guys, this is what, in a sense, excites me. My 2 youngest kids have never known me to work outside of the home. They get to see their mom and dad every single day. We get to do amazing things. In fact, just a few years ago, we decided to travel all across the United States. We bought a big old RV. We travel all across the United States for almost an entire year. We homeschool. We call it road schooling. And it was just an awesome opportunity to go and take our family and go see all the historical sites and teach them as we're on the road and show them all that kind of good stuff. And it was amazing. And a large part of it was because of what LifeVantage had given us as far as an opportunity from our work and effort that we put into it. And so I'm excited to be able to share with you a little bit about that story, a little bit about LifeVantage, a little bit about the products and just the benefits and blessings that we've had from LifeVantage. Now, in my money-making ventures before, like I said, I was an entrepreneur. I was a subcontractor at a tax attorney's office. I had my own website development company. And on top of all that, I was also an herbalist, all doing different businesses while LifeVantage. And to be honest with you, I wasn't really looking for a business opportunity 9.5 years ago. I really had no desire to do another business because I was so packed out with multiple things, multiple hats, plus kids, plus homeschooling, and all that kind of stuff that was going on. So you might be here tonight. You might be saying, they invited me to hear about these products. I'm not really sure I want to be in business. That's okay. That's okay. Because you know what? I wasn't even looking for a business 9.5 years ago. And when I saw what I saw with what I'm going to share with you tonight, it was an absolutely amazing thing. So let's just jump into it. I'm going to share my screen here with you guys and let you hear about this incredible company, about LifeVantage and their incredible products. And again, we have a publicly traded company here that is on the NASDAQ. And before we get into all the other stuff, I just need to get this little legal stuff out of the way. So the proper disclosures, and so it just basically is this: the distributor's sales earnings disclosed are potential gross earnings and not the net of other business expenses, and not necessarily representative of the actual income, if any, that a distributor can or will earn through the LifeVantage sales compensation plan. A distributor's earnings will depend on individual diligence, work effort, and market conditions. LifeVantage does not guarantee any income or rank success. See the average annual earnings disclosure for detailed earnings information per rank. So there's your disclosures. Now, this is so cool, guys. We're going to jump in here, and we're going to start off with what I like to look at the 4 components of LifeVantage, the products, and the business opportunity that we have for tonight. And so I'm excited. I see that on the chat box that you guys are all over, not just the United States, but even internationally. It's cool. I see several of you from the Georgia, Atlanta area, so thanks for making the shout out there as well. So let's check out these 4 key components, guys. These are so important for us to understand, to see what I would call a generational company, and some amazing products that are out there that are really just foundational products. And so let's go to jump in this. Number one, we were going to talk about the products. We're going to talk about the science. So as you're looking at these things, we want to show you why we're unique. Well, we're not cliche. That's what we're trying to do here. So the very first key component that we're going to look at is we're going to look at the products. We're going to look at the science behind the products. I love this stuff. Obviously, as an herbalist, I'm going to give you a little bit of my perspective and why I find LifeVantage products so incredibly fascinating, so incredibly unique, that I absolutely love what we've got going on in the LifeVantage world. Number 2, we're going to look at the compensation, because, guys, there's a few different ways to get involved with LifeVantage. So the very first way to get involved with LifeVantage, when you look at all these type of things, I'm telling you, you're going to want to learn more. So might be after you listen to this overview today, you might be saying, well, I want to go learn more. Well, whoever invited you on this overview tonight, they thought of you for a special reason. They respect you, and so they thought you could benefit from learning about LifeVantage. So the very first thing, you might want to learn about more information, so that's there for you. Number 2, you can learn about the products. You might want to be a customer. We would love to have you as a customer. And finally, number 3, there is a business as well with this publicly traded company called LifeVantage. And so we're going to share with you the compensation and how that whole works. So that's the second component. The third component is timing and the trends that are in the market. There's so many different things going on in this world, so it's important to be able to understand what those trends are. So we're going to see what the trends are here for the third key component. And finally, the fourth is the system. And this is such an important thing to be able to know if this is something that you want to do, to jump in, that you have a pattern to follow, that you're not going in there blindly. We want to make sure that you have the opportunity to be able to know what to do from day 1 to a day 1,091, and so forth and so on. So, guys, that's kind of what we're looking at. So let's go ahead and jump into the products, which are one of my favorite things to talk about, is the products and the science that's behind it. And, guys, this company, LifeVantage, has actually been around for quite a while. For 2 decades, this company's been around, and they came into view really with one single question. And that question is this: is declining health something we have to simply accept as part of getting older? And that is the question they set out to find. And so in all reality, we found a couple key discoveries. The first key discovery was the fact that our genes contain incredible abilities to keep our bodies healthy. And then secondly, the discovery was, decades later, we discovered a way to activate these abilities. I am sure that every single person on this overview today has probably said at some point in time in their life, especially if you're 30 years or older, you might have said, oh, my body just does not work the way it used to work. So, guys, I want to share some really cool information for you guys. And so because of these first 2 discoveries, our company was formed to continue this research and share it with the world. And that's why I have the wonderful opportunity to be able to share this with you guys tonight. I do count this as a privilege. And so, as already mentioned, Guys, it's time to get some paper and pen because we're going to show you some things that I think really, honestly, will blow your mind. They blow my mind, and I've been doing this for 9.5 years, so I'm super excited about what we're going on. So it was formed in 2003, and so let's just do a brief history about our company. We actually were selling our products retail at different vitamin shops all around. And they were being on stores there, but something changed drastically. And what changed was actually in 2005 when ABC Primetime investigative report showed an investigative report on LifeVantage that lasted about 9 minutes. Now, whoever invited you on this call, go ask them. They can show you that video. And it's really cool to be able to watch that video. Now, John Quinones, you see him on the screen there. You might recognize him. He's still on television today. He's actually on a show called What Would You Do on ABC Primetime. Many of you who watch TV, you probably recognize him. Well, that is where things drastically changed for us. And so what happened over the course of the next couple days, weeks, months, and even years, we had major universities and prestigious medical centers begin self-funded research, independent research on the approach to new health. And there is just a few of those universities and medical institutions, medical centers that started studying and researching our products. Some of them you might see, maybe they're close to home. Some of them are very well-recognized universities and medical institutions that decided to do this stuff with self-funded research. Guys, that's a big deal, especially when you're talking about the nutraceutical industry, to have independent universities and medical institutions to be able to go study something independently. So that is a little bit how we get started in retail. But because of some different things, we decided the best fit would to be a word-of-mouth marketing model that we switched to actually in 2009, which you're seeing here, which is why you're on this overview, which is why I am sharing with you tonight. I am a normal person who has a wonderful opportunity to share with you LifeVantage. And so in 2009, we started in the network marketing industry with just a couple $1 million that we were making. And now, as a publicly traded company, you can go check this out, which is so cool. Guys, we're worth well over $200 million annually and growing quickly. And that's a cool thing when you know you're going great places and fall in those 4 key components, the first one being that product. So let's talk about those products. And it all begins with this concept of activation. This is such an important word that we're allowing the body to be activated. So it's when we get older, guys, our body doesn't function the way it's supposed to. So we need to get it kick-started. We need to activate it. And this is cool, right? So what happens? What happens when we turn 20, 30, 40? Well, there's this thing that all of you on this call have, including your little dog too, and that is something that we know as oxidative stress. You're saying, what in the world is oxidative stress? Well, just understand something. The oxidative stress is something that we all have, and it's constantly bombarding in your body with free radical damage. So think about it this way. One of my favorite illustrations is think about a beautiful apple. One of my favorite apples is the Honeycrisp apple. I love fall time, October, getting a nice juicy Honeycrisp apple and cutting into it. Now, what happens if I take that beautiful Honeycrisp apple, cut it, and just lay it right there on the counter? 10, 15 minutes later, it all of a sudden starts to brown. You know what that is? That's that oxidative stress. And we all have it. And so because of it, that oxidative stress hinders our body from doing what it's supposed to do. And so therefore it slows, and this is such an important thing, the production of antioxidants over time. So let me just show you a couple things that go on in our body that causes those oxidative stress. Things that in all reality, we can't really control how we get oxidative stress. So for instance, things like pollution, pesticides, wireless signals. Guys, there's wireless signals and pesticides and pollutants all around us all the time. But then there are some things that we can control, such as diet, such as inactivity, such as alcohol, such as the lack of exercise. Those things, as well as rigorous exercise, all cause oxidative stress. So there are things that we can control that help it reduce oxidative stress from life, but then there's things just around us that we can't do a whole lot. So this is foundational with our health. And so I would like to introduce to you the very first theory of aging when it comes to this, and it comes from our product line, which we call Protandem. So this flips a switch in our body for antioxidant production. Now, this is so cool because what these products do, remember we talked about activation? Activation's huge. So what does activation do? It basically allows our body to do what it's supposed to do. So this is so cool, guys. We can actually say that our products, Protandem, Nerve2, Synergizer, actually reduces the body's oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days by activating those enzymes such as superoxide dismutase, catalase, glutathione by 300%. So it allows and it supports the body in a natural way to repair and rejuvenate on a cellular level. That's an important thing. It allows it to do it on a cellular level. So this is why this is such a big deal, because it's working on an activation that allows the body to do what the body's supposed to do. Now, if there's one word that I really want you to take about that I've already said several times, it is that word activation. It allows the body to produce the things it needs to produce. Again, the older you get, because the oxidative stress comes in, your body just doesn't function the way. Because that oxidative stress slows things down, it hinders things down, including that enzyme and the antioxidant production. So what ours does is it lowers that oxidative stress and it kind of flips the switch in our cells. And by flipping the switch, it allows us to activate those antioxidants. Isn't that a cool thing? To be able to reduce it by 40% in 30 days? But the cool thing is, guys, check this out. I want to show you some other cool things. The typical direct antioxidant only neutralizes free radicals at a rate of 1:1. But check what ours does. Because of the activation, it actually allows the body's enzymes to eliminate millions of free radicals, and check what that says, every second. So you could do your typical direct antioxidants, which if you go to the store, one of the things like just cracks me up, being a person who tries to be healthy and all that kind of stuff, it cracks me up when you go to the store, everything has antioxidants on it, right? You can go to the ice cream aisle and see even ice cream promoting that it has antioxidant benefits. Well, guys, that's at a rate of 1:1. But ours is 1,000,000 to 1 every second, 24 hours a day. Is that not a cool thing? Isn't it an awesome thing to know that our body is able to be activated? So typical direct antioxidants, they just don't make the impact on oxidative stress that they need to. But with Protandem Nerve2 Synergizer, we can say that we can reduce that oxidative stress up to 40% in 30 days. And that's such a powerful thing. But the cool thing about all this is, I've already mentioned, but I just need to re-emphasize this. When I was looking at LifeVantage from a product standpoint for my wife, what sold me on the business was one of the things I'm going to show you next, is the fact that if I go to the website, you can check it out right there, pubmed.gov, okay? You can check it out right there, pubmed.gov. You can go there yourself. You're going to find that there's over 25 peer-reviewed studies there on our product. You can just go type in Protandem. You can go check those studies out, which the large majority of those were self-funded studies, such as you see there, just a list of all the different studies that are there, plus more. So when I saw that, it blew my mind. Okay, I told you, when I was doing the research, there's a lot of things blew my mind. This blew my mind. To be able to see in the nutraceutical world something that had independent research and was something that I could say, wow, this isn't LifeVantage tooting their own horn, so to speak. This was all these major universities and medical institutions that were saying, hey, check out these products. Check out what Harvard University said. Check out what American Heart Association said. Check what the National Institute of Aging said. And when I saw those things, guys, I couldn't help but take a deeper look and to say, there is something special here. There is something unique here. And I was absolutely floored and excited to be able to say this. Guys, look at those. Look at all those universities and medical institutions that are there. Not just in the U.S., but look at the bottom right-hand corner. Even internationally, this is getting international recognition about the amazing things that our products are doing. I encourage you, go do your research. Now, I want you to talk, we talked about this NRF2 activation, right? I want you to see what Washington State University said about NRF2 activation in general. That's an important thing. Washington State University says NRF2, you got to read this, okay? You got to read this. Washington State University says NRF2 is likely to be the most important health promoting approach in the foreseeable future. NRF2 may become the most extraordinary breakthrough in the history of health. I feel like I need to read that again. Okay? All right? That's important. NRF2, probably the most extraordinary breakthrough in the history of health. That's a pretty cool thing. Okay, now, you know how I talked about activation? We're going to talk about all these kind of wonderful, cool things here. Let's talk about the second theory of aging, and that comes to mitochondrial decline. Now, you might be saying, oh man, I can't remember all the way back to junior high when they talked about mitochondria. What is mitochondria? Well, guys, think about this. Mitochondria is the energy center of your cells. Okay, so the way I like to explain this is think of like a car motor. You want that motor to purr, right? You want that motor to do what it's supposed to do, and obviously the older the car gets, the engine just does not function the way it's supposed to, and the car just does not work the way you want it to, right? So what mitochondria does is, guys, it's the energy center, and if your mitochondria is healthy, it allows the cells to do what the cells are supposed to do. So think about this mitochondria as the engine of your cells. This isn't a cool thing. This is an important thing. Well, guys, we have an answer for that, okay? We have an answer for that, and this is what we call the Protandim NRF1 Synergizer. And what this allows us to do is to actually increase that cellular energy, that ATP, while slowing cellular aging by supporting chromosome integrity. What is this going to do? It's going to help your cells repair themselves better. Other things such as cardiovascular health, brain health, healthy circulatory system. This is just a good thing. So when you are having a good energy, it just allows your overall body to be able to function better. And isn't that a good thing? Don't you want your body to function better? Now, let's go to the third theory. Now, this third theory is what we call sirtuin activity. Now, this is something that's got a lot of press in the last few years in the healthcare industry. So, as your body ages and as you do the things that you do, there's cellular waste that goes on. And so these sirtuins basically are responsible for removing all that cellular waste that's inside of your body. And so when that cellular waste is taken away, ultimately allows our body to function in a better way, such as mental energy, physical energy, motivation, mood, cardiovascular health, and joint health, healthy DNA function. Aren't these all things that you guys want, right? These are things, I love having better mental clarity. I love having better old physical energy. I have 4 kids, right? I keep saying this to you. And 4 kids do a lot of things. There's a lot of activity in children. And so it's one of those things that I need to keep up with them. The older I get, the more my body doesn't want to cooperate. That's why I take these products so that I can keep up. And as I get older, to have a better quality of life. And so this allows us to activate this Protandim, which we call Protandim NAD, allows us to make the switch of the NAD pathway and activate that sirtuin pathway. So we're able to have a better positive mood and motivation. We're able to have mental focus and concentration. We're able to support the body's healthy inflammatory response. But it gets better, because we call this lineup the Protandem Tri-Synergizer. And this is so cool. Guys, seriously, you need to take a screenshot of these next couple pages here, because this is just so cool to me, all right? So you saw the ability of these products just by themselves, but what if, okay, so here's a picture of the Protandem Tri-Synergizer, how they're working with themselves. But we call it the Tri-Synergizer because when you take these three products together, they have what we call a tri-synergistic effect. Check this out. How cool is that? If you just look at that second one, the HMOX1 Nerf2 gene, when you take all three of them together, it has an 838% increase, and that is just incredible. That's why I take all of our products every day. That's why I take the Protandem Tri-Synergizer every day. I do not miss. It has a massive ability to have a synergistic effect in your body. It's such an incredible thing. Well, guys, you know what? We have multiple products here outside of this Protandem original line that allows us to activate, and such a great thing. So just a couple things that I know are constant questions. Are these non-GMO? Is there artificial flavors, colors, or sweeteners? The answer is no. It's non-GMO. There's no artificial flavors. There's no artificial colors. There's no artificial sweeteners. It's a very, very cool thing to be able to take these products. And so, guys, here's our lineup of our products that we have. So we have wonderful things. We have Axio, which is a smart brain drink, which is incredible. I love it. We have probiotics. We have Omega fish oil. We've got a physique weight management lineup. Guys, as in men, as in males, listen, we have the True Science skincare. And a lot of you guys may not be so excited about skincare, but let me just tell you something. I use this stuff every day, and I love it. And guys, I believe you will too. Now, ladies, y'all get it. You already use skincare and you love it, but this is such a cool thing because I'm telling you something, this stuff is absolutely amazing and you need to try our skincare line. So ladies, you get it. Guys, I'm trying to let you on a little hint, okay? The ladies in your life are going to love the fact that you use this True Science skincare, and that's important. And then we also have True Science hair care. Again, same thing, ladies. You get what a good hair care will do for you. Well, men, this is good hair care, and it's True Science hair care, and I think it's so important as well. And if you're a guy on here and you use these products, hey, in the comment box, just share how much you love it. Ladies, if you know your husband takes this, let us know too, because I think it's such a powerful thing. I love these products and I use them every single day. And last but not least, we have Pet Tandem for dogs. I am a dog lover and I give my pets these things too. Yes, we are said at the very, very beginning, Pet Tandem is for dogs as well, because your dogs have oxidative stress too. And it's such a wonderful thing, guys. So get these on there. And then, you know, a lot of you might be saying, well, Jason, these look like incredible products. You mentioned a business. Well, how do I get started on all these different type of things? We're going to talk about that. But we have these 3 packs, which we call the Silver Pack, Gold Pack, and Platinum Pack. Okay? The Silver Pack, yeah, I see people, you're telling me what type of animals you get. I have Great Danes and Boxers, and my dogs love them. But, guys, we have these 3 packs, which we call the Silver Pack, the Gold Pack, and the Platinum Pack. The Silver Pack is $350, the Gold Pack is $650, and the Platinum Pack is $1,250. And check all those products out that you get in there. I love the Platinum Pack. I love all these packs, but the Platinum Pack, the reason why I really love the Platinum Pack is because you get one of every single one of our products plus a couple doubles. And this allows you also to launch in the business. You get the products, plus you also get a business starter kit, which is a great thing because this allows you to share this with people that you love and care about. And that's really how we jumped into this. When we jumped into this, we just thought, man, how many people do we know that have oxidative stress? Well, everybody has oxidative stress. And if this can reduce oxidative stress, well, what can all these amazing products do? And so we just started sharing this. And it was such an awesome opportunity. So we jumped in. And it was an amazing thing for us to be able to do. Now, when you become a distributor, guys, you get to have your own website that you see just like this. And the cool thing is that whenever your customers order, we don't carry extra overhead at their house. Everything gets drop shipped directly to the customers that buy the product. And it's a very cool, beautiful looking website that's a replicated website that you're able to share with your friends and family and let them see the benefits of these wonderful products that you have. And all you do is you go there, you click on there, you can order it, easy, simple, easy peasy checkout. You can also share the cart with friends and family, as you see there on the bottom left of that sticker, which is a really, really cool thing. Now let's jump into number 2, which is the compensation. So you're jumping this business, you're probably saying, well, hey, that's great. How do I get paid? And so, guys, we have weekly ways that we get paid, which we call the Smart Start bonus. And we also have launch bonuses. And that Smart Start bonuses is 30 to 40% of what the product's value are. And so we get paid weekly. We also get paid monthly on unit-level commissions, as well as the generational match bonus, as well as elite pools. Those may not make a whole lot of sense to you, but they will maybe here in a few minutes. And so we absolutely love that you guys get to have a structure where not only you don't have to wait once a month to get paid. You have the opportunity to get paid even on a weekly basis with the Smart Start and Launch bonus. So there's a lot of opportunity in a very lucrative business model here that we have at LifeVantage. Let's talk about how to get into profit mode, okay? So if you have less than personal volume, so each product has been awarded a certain volume level. And if you personally have less than 100 PV or personal volume, you will not get paid. However, if you have between 100 to 199 personal volume, then you get 30%. And if you get greater 200 or greater personal volume, that means that you get a 40% Smart Start bonus. That's an important thing to know. Obviously, we love getting that 40%, so we get that 200 PV. And some of these things that as you have questions, I'd write these things down and go ask the person who invited you to help you better explain those things. But that 200 PV is such a powerful thing there. But you get the 30% at 100 to 199. So let's move on here. So let's do this based on the 40% Smart Start bonus, okay? So if you sell 250 PV 3 times or 3 silver packs, you're gonna earn around $300 US. If you do 3 of the gold packs, which are around 500 PV 3 times, you're gonna make $600. And if you do that on the platinum packs, which is valued at 100 PV a pop, that's $1,200 that you're going to be able to make in LifeVantage. Guys, again, who's aging? Who has oxidative stress? Well, not only all of your friends and family, but your dogs do too. And that's a powerful thing. And I think as you go and do the research and learn about all this kind of stuff, you're going to love this. And we encourage you to go do the research with this. Okay? So this is for illustration alone. You can just kind of see if you sell 1 bottle of Protandim RF2, that's worth 40 PV, $16 US, and so forth and so on. That just allows you to kind of give a little bit of perspective to and what you go with that. And so why do I love LifeVantage? Because this gives us the perfect meld of being able to work from home or really anywhere. In fact, this next week, my family will be heading out on vacation. And while I'm on vacation, I'm going to be able to work with this. I'm going to be able to do those things. I told you a few years ago, we up and traveled for almost an entire year. We were able to work the entire time. We never had to clock in. We never had to clock out. We never had to ask for permission because we had the wonderful business of LifeVantage. We also have wonderful things that you're able to build through social media. I'm a huge social media fan when it comes to being able to build this business. And so you have the opportunity to social share. You have the ability to have your own virtual office to be able to work with your business, to know what's going where and how it's working. And then the cool things that I love on that third point, there's minimal business assets and no inventory required. This guy, obviously traveling in an RV for a year, let me just tell you something. I did not have the ability to have an inventory. Okay, I did not have the ability to do that. So I'm thankful that anytime my customers or business partners join the independent distributors, the product shipped directly to that. And last but not least, as we've already mentioned, you get your own personal online store. You get your own unique URL to your own replicated website that you're able to send to your customers, your prospects, and all that kind of good stuff. Now let's talk, because this is such an important thing. Guys, when looking at business, it's important to understand trends and timing. And you might be asking, well, why LifeVantage? Why right now? And here's the thing, that most of US and Canada and really the world has yet to discover LifeVantage. And that's a powerful and important thing. So there's lots of trains that are going on, but we are in the health and wellness train. And I want you to look at this. The health and wellness industry has increased by 60% in the last 8 years. You look at all those things right there, services and others, home improvements, personal care, clothing, accessories, leisure, and educational have all somewhat maintained, some even have gone backwards, but health and wellness has absolutely grown to substantial levels. And that's an important thing. And guys, the study and research has just grown immensely just on oxidative stress alone. So this is the beautiful thing about being able to be a part of this company, is that we have such an important and powerful thing. So guys, I'm just real quick, I want to show you a little bit of what our company's done over just a few years. We have an incredible leader, the CEO of our company, which I absolutely love and have had many conversations with him, been able to talk with him and chat with him. I'm so thankful that we have an incredible corporate staff with Darren Jensen. On top of that, we've been able to launch in so many different other global areas. We've been able to be named as the best places to work for 3 years running. We've been able to, again, more countries that we've done. We've named Aaron Brockovich, yes, the Aaron Brockovich, to our board of directors, which is just incredible things. The one who the movie was made over. Yep, that Aaron Brockovich. How cool is that? Guys, we have been awarded the Stevie Award multiple times. In fact, just in the last few days, we were awarded again with the Stevie Awards. How cool is that? We are more countries and more countries. Guys, we've been added to the Russell 3000 as far as the stock market's concerned. We just celebrated a year ago, the 10th anniversary. We're now celebrating the 11th year. Guys, it just goes on and on and on and on and on and on with all kinds of cool things. Just a few months ago, January, the beginning of this year, we were able to ring the closing bell at NASDAQ, and you can go check all the cool things with that happened. We got a cool spotlight. Guys, you see that back there in Times Square. Our products and our name was all over Times Square on that giant NASDAQ billboard down there. It was such a cool thing to be able to see. You can see a little picture of it there. Guys, we're title sponsors of the Real Salt Lake professional soccer team. These are all the markets that we're opening currently, and we are growing. And we have so many opportunities just to change lives and help people all across the world. And this is Families Helping Families down in Mexico, that we get to build homes for the less fortunate people. So guys, this is our earning income statement as a publicly traded company. You can go actually find this. It's just such a cool thing. And as we're wrapping up here, just want to throw a couple things. So our average Pro 3, which is based upon a volume, average on a monthly basis is $626. Now, that's average. The cool thing is it takes the average person 8 months to get there. Guys, that's $7,500. Where in 8 months would you like to be financially? Would an additional $7,500 a year help you out? I know many right now, because of everything that's going on in the world, right now, that would be serious cash. Now, obviously, I can't guarantee you how fast you're going to get there. You know, there's people who do very little in this. There's people who do a lot. And there's obviously people you can see down at the very bottom who make massive amounts of money in this industry. You can see the Pro 5 averaging $3,100, and it takes 16 months for the average Pro 5. And then as we go down farther, you can obviously see people making some pretty serious cash, that doctors and things like that making down there. Average Pro 7 making 30 in 30 months, 13 grand a month. Can I do this? Well, yes, because we have an incredible system. Well, guys, we have put together a system to be able to help you. Guys, check this out. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week support, an easy to follow system that we're able to have the ability to launch, learn, lead, invite, tool, team, to be able to go from step 1 to step 2 to step 3, to be able to see exactly what we're doing. And on top of that, guys, we have ability to teach you. We have regular team meetings and training to teach you skill set, mindset, also how to build leadership. And that is one of the biggest and most beautiful things I love about this company, is that we want to show you and teach you how to do exactly those things. We have regular corporate events and training. The next major event that we have is going to actually be in October. It's our global convention in Las Vegas in October. And then we have incredible incentive trips all across the world, such as Ireland, such as Mexico, such as a Mediterranean cruise that we went on in the past. Just many different things that are such a cool thing that you also are able to participate. And then last but not least, an awesome private support community. And there's so many cool things. We have a lot of Facebook groups and stuff that we're able to work with, and we help build our teams and all that kind of stuff. And one of the things that I always know that I'm able to call, text, or get information from somebody to help me take the next step in my business. And it's been such a delight to be able to help people over the course of the last 9.5 years do that. And I hope that you see this as a value too. I love what we're doing at LifeVantage. I love the fact that we are doing things differently. I love the fact that we have self-funded research from major universities. They are funding it. I like the fact that we are a publicly traded company. I like the fact that we are a game changer when it comes to our amazing products and business opportunity. So again, you might be one of those 3 categories. You might be the person who said, I need more information. Well, great. Well, whoever invited you here today, my recommendation is get with them as soon as you get off of this and say, I need to learn more. Well, get with them. They can share you all the wonderful information, a lot of the slides that I've already showed you, as well as that ABC Prime Time, that earning income statement, just a lot of cool things out there that we didn't have necessarily a lot of time to jump into detail. Second, you say, wow, I like these products. These are cool. I like the idea of Nerf 2 activation, of Nerf 1, of NAD, and all the other products you got out there. I would like to become a customer. Again, get with who invited you. And then finally, last but not least, we would love to have you as an independent distributor with the World of LifeVantage. And we'd love to meet you in person. And I hope I have the opportunity at some point in time to be able to meet you personally, and you can join the team and get this awesome message of LifeVantage. So it has been such a joy to be able to spend these few minutes with you guys today. We have this awesome global convention in October, and I hope that I get to see many of you there. So I'm going to kick this back over to Stephen. Thank you so much for allowing me to be on here. Certainly enjoyed it, and I hope that we gave some people some things to chew on today. Stephen, take it away.